Go.
On my first day back in the Oval Office, I will sign a historic slate of executive orders to close our border to illegal aliens and stop the invasion of our country. And on that same day, we will begin the largest deportation operation in American history. With the stroke of my pen on day one, we're going to stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high school. And we will keep men out of women's sports. It will be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. I will sign day one orders to end all Biden restrictions on energy production, terminate his insane electric vehicle mandate, cancel his natural gas export ban, reopen ANWR in Alaska, the biggest site potentially anywhere in the world, and declare a national energy emergency. I will direct every cabinet secretary to cut 10 old regulations for every new regulation, which I did last time. But I will order federal workers to get back to the office in person or be terminated from the job immediately. And we will create the new Department of Government Efficiency headed by Elon Musk. But we're going to bring transparency and accountability back to our government, and we'll be very soon, you're going to see it drain the swamp. We're going to be draining that swamp at levels never seen before. We will ban these unlawful policies from we're going to ban them from the private sector as well. In America, we believe in the merit system. I will direct our military to begin construction of the great Iron Dome missile defense shield, which will be made all in the USA, much of it right here in Arizona. I will restore the proud and historic names of our great military bases like Fort Bragg. We're going to get them back. And woke has to stop, because along with everything else, it's destroying our country. We're going to stop woke. And we're going to build American, we're going to buy American, and we will hire American. I will end the war in Ukraine. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent, I promise, World War III, and we're very close to World War III. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will rebuild our once great cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. And we'll do it quickly.
What else are you going to do, Trump?
We'll teach
Doesn't
our
sound like
children
much.
to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools, and we're going to get it out of our schools very fast. It was hardworking patriots like you who turned out and voted and saved our country. That's what happened.
You did it. You beautiful people. You did it. What's going on, everybody? Merry early Christmas. 2 days till. This will be my last live until Thursday. I'm not going to broadcast Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, so let's enjoy it. Let's have a good time. I hope you guys are resting as well. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I just took my wife on our anniversary weekend to Charleston. Now I'm back and happy to be back. But it's Christmas season. I'm enjoying a hard kombucha, and we're going to talk about what's going on in the world, in politics, in Finger, the stock market, DJT, and talk about what I believe is going to be the best America we've ever seen coming in the next few years. thanks to what President Trump's going to bring in. So it is a late night ace. What's up, Phil? All right, let me say hey to everybody. Cuss Sync, numero uno tonight. What's up, buddy? Butters, Silent G, Trace, Renee Hayes, Donna, Thomas Dubois in the hizzy, Mike Mishler. Good to see you, buddy. Vince, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. ESK, Pedro Rod from Nigeria. What time's it out there, man? Agent Orange, what's up? Croissant in the Valley View Casino. You playing the poker room tonight? ESK, Mark R, BN Pro, So Now What? Kim Wiley, Nick Round, what's up? Eric B in the house. Robert, Toe Cramp. What dumb Netflix movie were you watching? You got to tell me. Cindy Lou, Peter Joy, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you too, sir. Danny, Kathy, what's going on? Nan Sadek, Katie Cat with the 20 memberships. Wow, Merry Christmas to you, Katie. Thank you so much. I received that gift and I thank you for it. You brought a bunch of beautiful people into the membership. You guys can now watch the members lives, including last Friday, the members live exclusively on Finger, and we can you can now join the Discord. So please do that. It's a lot of fun, and we get a lot of good stuff talking about it. Katie Cat, best way you can think to support my channel is by donating memberships. Katie Cat is a wonderful way to support the channel. It really is. It gets people involved, and I greatly thank you for it. So, yeah, if you guys want to, donate, whatever. But listen, your own families, friends come first. I've never asked for anything extra, but if you want to support the channel, joining is a great way to do it because it's only $3 a month. You can set that $3, that 7-Eleven coffee price, and you can set it and forget it. $3 a month and get members lives and other stuff. And you can, if you want to donate more, you can. I won't tell you no, but I do appreciate every bit. I should mandate country music as the official music. Oh, there's a lot of people not gonna like that. What's up, formerly wrong way? Prost to you, sir. Very nice. And yeah, what's up, guys? How you doing? How was your guys' weekend? Crazy week, right? Starting with last week, that crazy attack on Finger and all that stuff. I did talk about that in my Friday live. So today it bounced back a little bit, stabilized. So hopefully, what is this going on? I got like some flying here or something. Anyways, you guys been watching what's going on in the news this week? It's a little crazy. So the Matt Gaetz report was released today from the House Ethics Committee. They released a report with all kinds of accusations by people who the Justice Department found not credible. So that's always fun. And meanwhile, we got Joey B. Biden just pardoning everybody and their brother. 37 of the 40 people on the federal death penalty, registry are now off. They are pardoned. Child killers, rapists, mass murderers. You know what? Let's just pardon them all. No big deal. Let's let them off the hook. So, Merry Christmas to the murderers in the land, I guess. That's this administration is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So, Merry Christmas to the fact that we get to say goodbye to them once and for all here very soon, and can't come soon enough because this is just, it's sick. It's so sick. We have like Trump getting heat for potential pardon Americans who dare touch a velvet rope. Biden commuted a sense of a guy who stabbed out girl's eyes. I'm not going to read this out loud on YouTube, but there you go. And that's the kind of person Joe Biden and his administration are. So, Merry Christmas to everybody but Joe Biden administration and people on death row. F you guys. That's absolutely disgusting. Ellie says, hi, I can't wait to finally find out where the drones are coming from. Should be soon. Yeah, should be soon. Hopefully we'll find out when Trump gets in. Do you wonder if Biden knows if he's pardoning these people? He probably doesn't. Or if he does, he doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Your cat got a pardon for taking out 2 hummingbirds and a finch. She sleeps a lot better now. Yeah, she's been let off the hook. But it's a wonderful day in the Joe Biden neighborhood day. We have Colonel McGregor out here. Douglas McGregor, great stuff. Document reveals ethics committee lied 3 times on Matt Gaetz' final report findings. So that's always fun too. Just a bunch of liars. That's what they do. If you're a Republican, you're guilty until proven innocent. If you're a Democrat, you're never guilty, no matter how murderous, awful you are. It's just that's the way it goes. So, Renee, if he's not of sound mind enough to prosecute, how is he of sound mind to still pardon? I don't. That's a great question. I wish I knew. None of it makes sense, and so that doesn't happen to matter in this crazy world we live in. But we're not going to let it ruin our mood, because these are awful, terrible things done by awful, terrible people, and they've been doing these things for a long, long time. But you know what? We're going to still find ways to rejoice, enjoy our lives, do the best we can to make sure this never happens again. And we did that by bringing in Donald J. Trump. And hopefully when he comes in, we set such a standard. And now with modern technology, internet, the way we can communicate with one another, we do ensure that this never happens again. John Croissant says, eating tail as I watch my show stream steamed Maine lobster tail. Well, listen, man, you're just bragging now. What's going on with that? You're going to talk like that? You're not going to share? John's out there eating lobster, and you can't even afford a $3 membership to my show. I'm giving you crap, John, but really, come on. I gotta give you crap. John's one of the old OGs. Brett, it's pretty obvious. It's just Biden's close staff writing up these pardons to think some of them are going to get challenged. It's going to reverse some of them and make them null and void. I'd hope so. But again, the pardon power is pretty, it's pretty wide in the Constitution. It's going to be hard to challenge. The Supreme Court could do it. But even somebody like Clarence Thomas would have to have pretty strong grounds to stand on for this. And I guess the best would be that he's not of sound mind, which they thankfully did give us in the report about whether or not to prosecute him. So there's that, or have him testify. Frogirl, all these highs. What's up, Frogirl? Everybody loves you. The naughty list. I think most people on here are not on the naughty list. JR is, but I don't know about everybody else. Yes, you're right, JR. How could I forget? I'm sorry. I've done you all a disservice. It is Festivus, and therefore we should celebrate Festivus. There's that stupid fly again. I can't seem to get him. Driving me nuts. So we'll just have to share something here for everybody, so that that's much longer than I expected it to be. I just want a quick. Well, that's even longer, but we'll watch a second of this, because it's Festivus and we need to celebrate. We need to get back to the roots of a true great holiday.
Many Christmases ago, I went to buy a doll for my son. I reached for the last one they had, but so did another man. As I rained blows upon him, I realized there had to be another way.
What happened to the doll?
It was destroyed. But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
Thank you, Frank. Listen, it's Festivus, or Eve as my children call it. And I don't have a poll. I'm not missing a poll, but we can, if we really truly want to, we can have the the airing of grievances. I've got a lot of problems with you people. I got a lot of problems with the Biden administration. So I do air my grievances every night. I guess every night's Festivus here. That's kind of how it works here. They're going to do it again. Johnny would rather eat venison any day over steak or lobster. Yeah, that's debatable. It depends how it's done. If it's not too gamey. The casino gives you free 4 lobster buffets each month. Good Lord, man, how much you buying there? How much you spending? That's a lot. That is a lot. So, listen. I mean, what do we do with all this? There's so much insanity. I hate to. I don't want to share too much more. Because there's a lot of bad news out there, and it's freaking Christmas. So here, let me share something good. RFK Jr. out there talking about this golden age coming. All right. RFK Jr. reveals how he and President Trump can reverse chronic disease in 2 years, make America healthy again in 4 years. Gonna try to stop us. I know how to do it with executive orders, policy changes. NIH has a budget of $42 billion a year, distributes that money. They're supposed to be doing blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna make sure that science happens, he says. And whoa. So once enough science is out there, you don't have to legislate because the lawyers are going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to be representing a million kids with diabetes. The company's going to say, we're not going to make this product anymore. So this is part of the golden age that he's talking about. Trump, he's laying out there all the time. And, I'm stoked. That's what I want to focus on tonight, because we could be mad about the Gates stuff, the Biden pardons. We could be mad about, I saw another story tonight that just boiled my blood, and I thought about sharing it tonight, but I'm not going to. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go in the spirit of Christmas. So we don't need to talk about it. The justice was already served in it, and I have other thoughts, but it's not the season for that. This is a season of hope. It's a season of expectation. It's a season of thankfulness. And the truth is as horrible, we can always find horrible stuff out there nonstop, but there's a lot of good happening. And if we keep fighting for it, we'll continue to see good. So, I have, I'll be on tonight, and then I'll be off until Thursday. But guys, I want to say, first of all, I appreciate this audience so much. You guys are very special to me. I will have been doing this show starting next week. I'll have been doing this show for 2 years. 2 years since I first started posting on this channel. You guys, a lot of you remember, you've been here since the beginning, me walking in parks, talking to you, sitting down at park benches, doing lives, back when I was mobile, then sitting in my closet, filming, my kitchen table. It started very humbly, still humble. I mean, I'm just in an office now, but I just have a little bit better setup. I've gotten better at this, but it's been 2 years, and I've learned a lot. You guys have learned a lot. I started out as purely wanting to talk about all this stuff. I wanted to talk about, relationships and health and politics and stocks that I was looking at, financial stuff. And then the stock stuff took off, and I just talked about that for 1.5 years. And some of it I regret. I didn't know what I thought I knew. And other stuff I have no regrets about, because I did the best I could, and you can't control everything. And some of it's still going. So, we live and we learn, but it's been a great journey. I feel like the channel is much closer now to being what I've always wanted it to be, where I can talk about current events, be very broad. The community here has been amazing. You guys have stuck with me through thick and thin. We've had some crazy times. We've had some rough times, had some really good highs, and some hard lows, but it's been amazing. And I'm just very, very grateful to this entire community. So for this Christmas, guys, thank you for supporting this and making it something. It's been awesome. And coming into next year, I'm going to be making some changes I think are just going to be better for everybody. including myself. So it's going to get better. Things are going to get better. And listen, guys, there's so much hope. There's so much stinking hope. And I see right now, like I see a lot of people right now where everybody's tweeting about, thank you, Linda. Merry Christmas to yours as well. Whatever happened to finger mush? Here we go. I knew this was coming. All the finger people. Listen, guys, finger got rocked last week. We didn't expect what was coming when it came. They said they were going to raise money, but they didn't say how they were going to do it or when. So we got shocked. It is what it is. The fact is that the company didn't dilute that much. It's 3 million shares. Dilution sucks. I'm not excusing that. I did a much deeper thing on this in my members life. If you guys want to watch it, it's been 40 minutes talking about just finger. But the fact is they bought at 150. They did their due diligence, invested in that company at 450, bought 5 or 3 million shares. It's not going to stay down. Is finger ever going to have a short squeeze to the moon? That's something I can't tell you anymore. I used to have a lot of confidence about it. Now I'm not so sure. But will finger someday be 5, 10, 15 bucks? Yeah, I think that's still a no-brainer at this point. I think that company has a lot of potential, and I still think at these prices it's a great buy. But did they do something that surprised, shocked, pissed us all off? Yeah, absolutely. And it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, if we've learned anything in this, people get mad at finger, rightfully so. People get every company has done something to hurt their shareholders in all of this. GTII obviously crooks, AMC crooks. But then you get something like GameStop, which I wouldn't say they're crooks, but they definitely killed their squeeze. But just by doing business that felt right for them in the time, major offerings. Finger, same thing. I don't think Finger's crooks. I think they did what they needed to do to keep the company alive. And that sucks for us because it's not what we want for a squeeze. And, you know, it's just you live and you learn. Like the idea of chasing squeezes is very difficult, nearly impossible to pull off because they almost never hit. And that's something I didn't know 2 years ago when I started this channel. And it's something I've learned since then. It's that this stuff is way harder, way more unpredictable than you could ever guess. All you can do is find something with a good setup and do your best and sprinkle some in and, you know, put in what you can afford to lose. I will say that as of right now, this is just as of right now, DJT still looks like an absolute monster. And they're doing everything right. They have a movement behind them that I think is even stronger than GameStop's, especially because of who they have in control. I love DJT. That's my biggest holding now. But I'm not telling you guys to buy it. I'm just being honest about my situation. That's not financial advice. We're learning. We're learning as we go, and hopefully we'll get better. And you know what? I will say this. If you didn't learn anything on this ride, if you just sat there and waited for the squeeze to happen and you didn't learn anything else about trading, about investing, if you spent the last year, 2 years, 5 years, if you're way back in AMC or something, and you just held and didn't spend that time learning and also figuring out how to make money in other ways, especially with stocks, then that's on you. I hate to say it, but it's on you. Because nobody, at least from me, and as far as I know, Ham, William, all these guys, they're my friends, guys. I don't always agree with them. They're my friends. I don't think they're bad people. Whether I did, and sometimes we have disagreements, it's fine. Bam, Investor, Pedro, you know, every single one of these people never said anything was guaranteed. We always said, learn along the way, learn to trade. And I'm still not good at trading, but I've learned a lot. And we all have a responsibility to keep learning, you know? And I just don't have time for anybody playing a victim. We've all lost money. I'm way down GTII finger, but things can get better. I'm way up in DJT. So you know why though? Because I learned. And that's what we all have to do. And you know what? You guys have been on this journey with me. You've been with me on this journey as I've been learning as well. And I know I'm better now today than I was 2 years ago. I know way more today than I used to know. I can guarantee that. And so, nothing I ever tell you guys is financial advice, but it's just what I'm seeing. And I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. Excuse me, I got a cough. So, listen, don't be a victim. Learn. I do feel bad you lost. I lost a lot too. But, I'm going to gain back. I'm buying really low where it's at now. I bought a bunch at 130 on Friday. And when it pops up, I'm going to do some selling to gain back some money back. I will. I just will. And then I'll keep going. Straight Cash Homie asks, Finger isn't going to be like GTI, is it? You know what? It would be very difficult, Straight Cash. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I can tell you this. It would be very difficult for it to be like GTI. And the reason is GTI was on OTC. They can get away with a lot more on there. Finger's NASDAQ. You have to do a lot of stuff to be on NASDAQ. You have to fight to be on NASDAQ. You have to be looked over and validated to be on NASDAQ. So it's much more difficult. Finger has a real business structure that real contracts with China. So it would be extremely difficult for it to be the same as GTI. You never know, but it would be very difficult. Cindy Lou says, no regrets. Remember my days in the car, the park bench, been watched since I first appeared. May not always agree, but I try my best on Tabisco Show. Thank you, Cindy. That means a lot to me. You guys have been such a loyal group. It's amazing. And, it gives me a lot of hope for my future. This is something I do love doing, and I always want to get better at it because I have an audience now and I want to get better at that audience. I want to grow that audience. But you guys, so many of you have been so loyal. It gives me hope that maybe I can grow this thing over time. And I appreciate you, Cindy, and everybody else who's been here since the beginning, or even, a little while. DJT is a safe place, as Thomas. I agree with that. Big JR says Finger was 83% insider owned before the offering. That's all that matters to me. Rare for any stock. 100% true. Yeah, 100% true. Randy says Martin Shen learned CEO skills from Aaron. I wouldn't go that far yet, Randy. Come on, it's a big stretch over just 3 million shares dilution. That's a big stretch. And also, Randy, he has not done one thing to betray us since, the timing here was suspect, but it still wasn't a full-on betrayal. Nobody says that about Ryan Cohen, and Ryan Cohen legitimately in GameStop crushed 2 short squeezes last spring with his offerings during squeezes, two in a row within weeks of each other. Brett says, remember, it's like going to a fight and a hockey game breaks out. Stocks are never for 100%. Agree. Yeah. JR says, I turn my head and cough like the old days. How'd you know about that? What do you got on me? What do you got from the back? Tokram says, still got hope for GTI. It'll take time. There's still hope. It's not completely dead yet, but it is tough. Cassink, only thing I learned by what Pelosi buys. I agree with that right there. Cindy Lou, you're able to take profits into XRP, like I've learned from Lou, you and some from William. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah, take your profits. Don't listen. Short squeezes are not investment. Short squeezes are gambling. Okay. And if you're going to gamble, never bet what you can't lose. And we've been saying that since the very, very beginning. The stock market makes you so verklempt. Getting so verklempt. Joe Biden and pardons. Discuss. Butters says, how long have I been doing this show? Been with me about 6 to 8 months now. Best thing I found on YouTube. Butters, are you for real? You really mean that? That means a lot to me, man. You would say that. This show has been going on for 2 years now. Thank you very much. Butters, when you say a compliment like that, it really humbles me, but it also makes me curious as to what is it about my show. Let me ask you guys something, and this is for everybody in the chat, because it's almost the new year, and I really want to go into 2025 better than ever. I really want to go into 2025 in this Trump administration with a whole new way of doing things that's better for my audience and better geared for me to do long term without burning out. This year, I gave my all. I gave my all in the election run up to get Trump elected. I went harder than I've ever had. You guys know I gave so much content to you guys. It almost wiped me out. I'm not gonna lie. After Trump was elected, November was tough for me. I really was tired from that election. I mean, we got the win, so it was all worth it. But it was exhausting. It really wiped me out. And I realized I can't keep that pace up forever. I just can't. And that being said, I still want to do this show 3 to 5 nights a week. I'm trying to find my spot. But I want to ask you guys in the chat, all of you, if you don't mind, I'd really appreciate if you could say the things you like most about the show. You don't have to write it big. Just could do a quick little punch list. But if you guys would just write the things you like most, the things you want to continue, and then at the very bottom, something you'd like to see either added or improved. And if you guys could put that in the chat for me, I would really, really appreciate that, because I want to get better. I do. I want to get better. I never want to stop. I never want to stop getting better because, listen, I never want to be somebody who's bought and paid for. Listen, I still don't have a sponsor. You guys better believe I've been offered some sponsorships, but I haven't found one I believe in yet. So I don't have a sponsor. This show is 1,000% organic. It's ads. I get ad revenue, which is nothing. It's like a couple $100 a month. And then everything else I earn on this channel is from members, whether memberships or donations. And that's it. I'm not saying I will never take a sponsor. If I get a product I believe in, I will take a sponsor. But I've turned down stuff because I'm not going to be controlled. Nobody's going to control me. Nobody's going to stop me from saying what I want to say. I'm glad I started this show in my late 30s into my 40s because I can't be changed at this point. I know who I am. I've been through enough shit. I'm never going to stop. But I just want you guys to know that I'm committed to getting better. I'm not going to change who I am, but I do want to get better. So, all right, let me read us some of these because this is helpful for me. Cindy Lou says, what it is about your show keeps people come back is honesty and sweet personality. You're real human, not fake. Thank you, Cindy. That actually means a lot to me. Butters, here's why I like the show. You're sincere. You're yourself, not a BS image of something you're trying to be. Thank you. That means a lot. Eric B says, more bald guest co-hosts. Eric, you inviting yourself? Actually, I will tell you guys right now, I'm going to have more guests this next year. I've actually got 2 now. 2. I'm trying to get these guys on. Both of them have told me they want to come on, but these are big people. These are big names who do big shows with millions of views. And my show is very small, but they respect that I talk to them, and they're both willing to talk to me when they're not busy. So I got 2 big guests I'm trying to line up here soon. Big guests, way bigger than my show's ever had. I want to have Buzz Patterson back. He said he would. Bam will come back. Jonathan Welton wants to come back. Might be more regular. And then, of course, Sean and Eric. So I will be having more guests in the new year, just so you guys know. And I cover things of interest. That's awesome, Butters. Mike says, I like you end streams with prayers, not a religious person. That's awesome, Mike. Thank you. I'm not religious either, but I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus. Thomas, not financial advice. DJT going to melt faces. Devin Nunes attached MMTLP signatures to his letter. I agree with you. Brett says, Ace, in 2025, you're going to get so sick of winning, you're going to ask us to stop. I like it. Being real and fact checking with the drinking is always great. Well, thank you, BN. Listen, the drinking I'm enjoying it right now, but it might end next year, at least for a while, because I'm going on a major health bent next year. This guy needs to lose some weight. Just saying. I'm the heaviest. Well, I'm not the heaviest I've ever been, but I'm close. And last year I was the heaviest I've ever been. I'm a few pounds lighter, but I want to do more this year. So Cindy Lou likes my bald friends. I have 3 of them. Jonathan Wellen is bald, Eric is bald, and Sean is bald. They're the bald trio. JCab, honesty, fun, news of everything. Don't force us to like or buy things. That's right, Jay. Never will. Toe, I like the way you aggregate most important relevant news in politics and stocks. Solid knowledge of history, facts, and biblical. Thank you, Toe. That means a lot. Steak says, brother, so genuine and chill, level head perspective. That's why I come around when I can. Thank you, Steak. That means a lot. It really does. Kim says, hope. The fact I try to get to know my members' prayer at the end, change nothing. Okay, well, thank you, Kim. That means a lot. It really does. That means a lot. If I could add the Jiggy Girls from the Man Show. I don't want to lose my female audience, Toe, but thanks. Kessink says, love the show, interact with chat, think it would get more viewers and subs if I'd start streams earlier. That will be difficult, I'll be honest with you, Kessink. I would love to start my streams earlier. I would really love to just hit that 9 p.m. sweet spot all the time. But until this show is the thing that pays my bills, that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. Right now, this show is a hobby that I'm able to supplement with what little I make on this channel to make it worth my wife's while to give me up more. But yeah, until right now, I have, I work full time and I have a side business, and this is number 3 after actually it's 4 after my wife and family come first. And so the reason I'm on late a lot, guys, honestly, is I'm hanging out with my family. And that's something I just can't change until this can be more of a job for me. If someday I have 100,000 subscribers and I can make a living off doing this, then I can schedule my time. But as of right now, it's tough. It's too tough too. I can't give up that time with my wife and kids, and sometimes that time I can't schedule. But I understand, Kessink, and you're right. I know that. You're not telling me anything I don't know. But as of right now, I just can't make that schedule happen. Straight Cash Homie says 2024 I had great info, correct info. Thank you. Joel, love for Jesus, like we're saying 95% of the time, keeping me. Thank you. Brett, the other thing I thought about is you should have the Carolina wine mixer. See if I can get Street Diamond Helicopter sponsor me. Dude, hey, let me know. I'll try it. Joel, I hope that something good comes out of our stocks. I do too. I would say that DJT, a lot of good's already come out of it. XRP, you could argue too, if we talked about from the low. So, JR, the only thing you change is one free gold bar each member. Well, when I get mine, I will. You guys are awesome. Drew, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. 64 likes. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe. I think this is the first time I've asked tonight. Like, share, subscribe. Let's grow this channel. I'll tell you guys, can I be honest with you right now? I'm at 5,000 something subs right now, which is amazing. Most YouTubers never break 1,000. Okay. We see all the big ones all the time, but trust me when I say 90% of YouTubers never break 1,000. So we're already in the top 5-10%. You guys have helped me turn this show into what is a modest success. It really is. Doesn't mean I'm, like I just said, this is basically my 3rd job, but, and I don't make much from it. I do it out of love, but I do love it. And I'll tell you, just to be honest and vulnerable with you guys, my dream next year, since I've broken 5,000 is to really jump on that. And I would love to end next year with like 25,000 subs or more. I would. And part of that is if you guys keep loving the show, by liking and sharing it, those are huge for me. They really help. And, and the rest is that I have to keep growing. Rumble just got this major investment, so I'm going to be streaming on Rumble again towards the new year. But I got to be honest, the reason I stopped streaming on Rumble as well as YouTube is the bandwidth wasn't working. I was getting blurry streams when I was multi-streaming. And I believe the reason for that is that my PC is a little older. I'm streaming on a 5-6-year-old PC, and I realized I need to upgrade my PC for video. And so that's something I just don't have the funds for right now. And I've seriously thought about maybe doing a fundraiser. I need to raise about $800 to get a good enough PC to really increase my streaming. But you know what? I haven't asked for that yet because I don't like to ask you guys for stuff. I can't do it right now. I just can't. I don't have that money. But that's the kind of thing I need to invest in when I can. And Rumble is something I want to dual stream to because they just got a major investment. And so, yeah, I'd like to see this grow. And then you guys who've been here all along can, just be celebrating that you were a big part of that, making it happen. And I do like one of the, hopefully as this grows, I want to always remember you guys. And those of you who are here first, I'll tell you right now, I don't forget people. I'm a very loyal person. My friends, once you're a friend for life. I've had friends. I have about 6 best friends, and my best friend of all time he's been my friend since first grade. It's been 34 years. Eric, who's on this chat right now, he's one of my best friends, and he's been one of my best friends now for about 3-4 years. But listen, it's like, once you're in, you're in. And so you guys who've been here since the beginning, it's like, I'll never forget you guys. And I appreciate that. But yeah, I definitely want to grow. Joel says, get up at 4 a.m. so I miss the lives. Need to watch on repeat. Family's always first. Yeah, I won't stress. Thank you, though. Thank you, Mark. Johnny says, okay, fine. Silver bar for not yet members. I'll see what I can do. Thank you for the beard compliment. My wife loves it too, so I'll probably keep growing. Yeah, I'll probably keep growing it. Silver is good. What's up, country? Joel, 5,000 people keep spending time with me. They do. Brett, so the gold plaque from YouTube is for 100,000. What's for 10,000 aluminum foil? No, they don't give you anything. YouTube doesn't like me. I can tell you that right now. YouTube constantly bans my shows, cuts my shows, makes me, demonetizes me. But they haven't kicked me off yet. And they also haven't given me a critical strike yet. So that's good. But I guess I toe that line. Kess Inc. Never got into stocks until I started talking about DJT. Love Trump, got DJT at 29. Happy and thank you. Thank you, Kess Inc. That's awesome. I'm so glad somebody's making money. Mark, 100,000 in 2025. Let's go. Let's do it. That would be awesome. Cindy says, since I didn't get XRP when it's low, please check on XLM, HBAR, XEC, pretty low. Listen, so speaking of having crypto, talking about crypto, and having guests, my buddy Crypto Cruise will be coming on. Guests, I will start having more guests hopefully next week to start the new year off with a bang. Okay, just letting you guys know. And next year will be much more guest oriented. I will still do my lives. I will still do news breakdowns solo, but they'll probably go down to 2 times a week, maybe, unless I have no guests lined up that week. But I'm going to try to have at least 2 nights a week with guests. Just letting you guys know, because I think that's better for the show and for you guys to learn from others. And then I can cover more news in a shorter I'd have a longer live probably once or twice a week covering all the news of the week. Eric says his average price of DJT is 19. It's 100% my fault. I'll take credit for that. Joel, he started a new job at Carvana, 85 to 110 a year. Start saving for my new precinct. Oh, dude, thank you, Joel. That's very sweet. Thank you. If you guys do want to do something like that, you know what? I'll just put it out. I'll put something together, and I'll just see what you guys want to do. There's no pressure at all. But if you guys feel led, you want to invest in the show, I'll put together a small thing to try to raise money for a new PC so I can stream better quality. Okay. Please get into crypto as a benefit of the community. I'm going to look at it for sure. Do a raffle through Venmo. Donate your Mitt Romney side photo. Okay. Oh my God. You know what, JR, I'll take your Mitt Romney signed photo. Hopefully I'll get some like super rhino Republican, maybe a Koch brother to invest in me for it. I'll take their money all day. That's awesome. NASA course says, very lucky. Sold out your finger to go all in on DJT just before the election. About 1,000 finger Friday at 138. Wow. That's pretty good. I think there's no way you won't turn that finger trade profitable for sure. I'll check them out, Cindy. Brett, I need to do is get one person to subscribe for 266 months, and there's my new computer. You're right. Actually, Brett, that's not completely true, because YouTube is a greedy little bugger. YouTube takes 30%. YouTube takes 30% of everything you guys send me. Isn't that crappy? So when you guys sign up for the membership for $3, I get $2.10 of that. And if you guys send me $50, I get $36 of that, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty steep price that YouTube takes. And I still know it's the easiest way to give and to support. So that's what way it is. But that's one of the reasons I started the Patreon, which I really haven't done much with since the summer, and I feel so bad about it. I'm figuring that out as well for the Patreon people. But that's a better way to support me, just because I get to keep more. They keep 90% there, and then that's also why I put my Venmo up there. All right, country, I'll talk to you. Donna, yeah, 30%. That's what they take. Yeah, isn't it crazy? But that's YouTube for you. So it is what it is. But I'm not going to complain. They give me a platform. They give you the best, most open platform as far as reach in the world. And so it is what it is. But it's also why a lot of people create side memberships, because of how intensely YouTube takes. Anyways, guys, I wish I had more news or something to talk about. I honestly, there was just a couple things to talk about tonight, but I wanted to come on before Christmas. I just, we have 2 days. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. The next day is Christmas. It's like my favorite time of the year. I love this time of year. And, Christmas is always very special to me. Especially with 6 kids now, it's even better, but it always has been special. And, but I wanted to see you guys before Christmas and just say, just how blessed we are and how much hope we have for our future. And that, no matter how crazy things are, how crazy things have been, we're heading to a better time now. And I'm just so excited for it. I'm so grateful. And I just, we could not have done this without God. I'm sorry. I know not all of you are faith people, and that's okay. I don't look down on you for that. I sincerely, deeply disagree with you, but I don't look down on you. And, we just got a miracle this year. And so this Christmas, I'm more thankful than ever. We are headed. I truly believe, I truly deeply believe, that no matter what comes this year, which we might have short-term rough times, because we have a correction coming one way or the other. And I don't know how bad it'll be or anything, but when it comes, it'll be rough, but we have the right people in place. The most amazing team I've ever seen come into government is coming in, and the way it could rebuild, the way it could turn things around. I do believe there's a reason Golden Age is coming. And I think in 3 to 5 years, we're going to look back and say, oh my God, it was all worth it. Look at how things are now. Look at how much easier it is for me to make money. Look how much things have taken off for me and my family. Look at how morality has come back. Common sense has come back to our nation. Look how prosperity has come back. And that's it. But the one lesson we can never lose in all this is that we can never stop being involved. You have to be involved. If we all go down, we can all go back to our lives, but we can never go back to being uninvolved 100%. We can, as long as you give 5%, if everybody gives 5%, our country will stay on track. 10% will all stay on track. It's if most of the people go back to 100% staying out of it, with 0% involvement. If we get back to that and just let them run things again, we could get in trouble down the road. But if we just stay and teach our kids to keep everybody staying, in it, we want to never give this back, this gift we were given. And I don't think we have to. I think we can learn from it and grow. But yeah, I'm just so grateful this Christmas. It's amazing. Lucky Citadel's not ranked too, but you'd only get 30%. That's right. And then they short my channel. Cindy Lou says, watch a channel like small donations. He calls tax-free donations. YouTube can't touch it. That's interesting. He's either getting them from a side area. I don't think you can get them from YouTube itself and consider it tax-free. So JR says QR code for Venmo incoming in description during show. Sorry, not sorry, YouTube. JR, thank you. There is a not a QR code, but there is a link to Venmo. Sounds like a shakedown or Al Sharpton not in. Rum was awesome today too, and I'm so pissed I missed the rum thing. I was heading out Friday on my anniversary trip, getting it planned, and then we left Saturday. And so I saw the Tether news. I saw 775 million, almost $1 billion going to Rumble to pour into it, help them grow. And I was like, that's amazing. And I was so busy, my brain didn't even stop to think, buy some shares, you moron. This is going to take off. I didn't even think about it because I was so busy on my anniversary. So I just got to believe that, it'll still work out for me, even though I missed that bad one. Big JR says, great idea. Start a 501c3 for channel and take tax-free donations. Listen, I don't ever want to do a 501c3 because the government has too much control of what, I couldn't say a lot of the stuff I say politically if I'm a 501c3. I just can't. You got to be careful as a 501c3. I even had struggle with churches being 501c3 if they really want to make a difference, because they have to stay in a certain lane to keep it. Now with Trump back, it'll be different, but it does give the government excuse to shut you down if they want, or at least to change how you get your money. Cindy says, Merry Christmas to you. Mine hadn't been the same since your husband died. I'm so sorry to hear that, Cindy. More sad than happy. Love to watch families at Christmas. Good, Cindy. I'm so sorry to hear about your husband. I didn't know that. So God bless you to that. Don says, worth it to me. We're about to lose our country. We were about to. Yes. Amen. Amen. Mark, 5-day strike by Starbucks baristas, closed 59 stores. Well, a lot of people drinking less bad coffee. So there's that. Eric did make the playoffs. He's feeling himself right now too, because he's about to win the first round. XRP is going to crush Tether. Wait to see what it does. Oh, I believe it. But they still gave a bunch of money to Rumble, which I'm happy about. And again, listen, this is one of the reasons I need to start getting back on Rumble. Not because YouTube will probably be my base, maybe forever. Especially now with Trump back, the censorship's going to go way down. Because he's going to put pressure on these companies. But so YouTube might be fine forever. However, I don't want to miss the chance to grow on Rumble as well, because I really believe Tether's investment in Rumble is going to change some things. I want to be over at Rumble as it grows. And so that's one of the reasons I need to be able to dual stream, so yeah. It's already done. Oh, it's official now, Eric. Well, congrats, buddy. I'm just glad you beat Anthony. Since Eric has never won a fantasy football championship in our league, and yes, it's only because he's been in the league a few years, but I have 3 championships in our league, but he beat the only guy who's got more than me, Anthony, who's got 4. So I'm okay with your win, Eric. I really am. So thank you, Thomas. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, just subscribe to that Rumble channel whenever you get a chance. It's in the links I've provided before. I don't think I'll ever get kicked off fully off YouTube anymore since Trump won, but that was definitely a threat before the election. They'll still play games sometimes, but we'll stick over there. JR says Rumble did a massive offering of what happened. That's a good point, JR. That's a good point. Unfortunately, with Finger, they don't have that same strength, but hopefully someday. But anyways, guys, well, hey, I know this was kind of a rambling mess of a live, but you know what? sometimes we just got to talk like family, right? We're family. And this was a family talk tonight. It's a Merry Christmas family talk. And, I'll be back Thursday to keep it going. And then next week, I do plan on doing like a long New Year's live. That'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to have a good time. But this channel is going to keep just getting better. And so I wanted to thank you guys for all the people who've invested so far with your time and money. I am humbled by it. I really am. I'm humbled and honored. Just the fact that I have an audience at all. You guys, means a lot. It really does. I love doing this, but I just didn't know if anybody would ever want to watch. So you guys mean the world to me. You really do. And I've met the most amazing people on here. I've made some great relationships. I look forward to someday meeting most of you. It's been a super honor. And so I just really, truly mean it when I say I love you guys every night. I really do mean that. And so I want you guys to know that. And so, guys, cheers. Merry Christmas. I truly love you guys. And thank you. And let's make this channel better than ever. Let's make this community better than ever. If you're a member and you're not on Discord, what are you waiting for? Just get on. And, get on. Be a part of this. So this is... Yeah, but anyways, I enjoy you guys, and I'll see you all Thursday. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. And if you're lonely this Christmas, just reach out to somebody. Nobody wants everybody to be alone on Christmas. So I feel for you guys who've lost people. I don't have my parents or my brother. I lost them all over the last decade and a half. But I have my wife and kids, and that's all I need. But I know some people don't even have that. So, I'm thinking of you guys. But give those kids a hug, give those grandkids a hug, give your wife a hug, your husband a hug, and just really appreciate Christmas, and just realize we got a miracle this year. We saved our country, and so much good things are coming. So, I'm just very excited. Cindy, thank you. I appreciate that, Cindy. JR says start noon on New Year's Eve and drink till I pass out on the keyboard. Well, that's not gonna happen because I do have family. But trust me, if I was alone, I would probably do something like that. So, anyways, Merry Christmas, you guys. Love you all. Have a great night and Merry Christmas. And I'll see you after Christmas. Take care. Ho ho ho. Trump Claus. He's coming. Golden Age. I love it. So good night all. Take care.